In this video, we're going to cover all of the supplies that you're going to need to create your acrylic flow geode. In this case, we're going to be creating a black and white geode similar to the ones you see on the wall behind me. To start out with, supply number 1, nitrile gloves. Nitrile is a little bit better than latex, just in case anybody has an allergy, and this will keep the paint from getting under your fingernails. And if you're using any kind of a toxic paint, it's very good to protect your hands from that. Next up, we have some acrylic paints. In this case, I have golden fluid acrylics, which are my favorite. Golden fluids are very pigment heavy, and it works really, really well for flow mediums. You can use a very small amount of paint and get very stunning results. We have some cheap student-grade acrylics. These acrylics are just any soft-bodied, student-grade acrylic paint. It doesn't matter what brand, it doesn't matter what kind. Cheap paint is the key, and I'll explain that in another video. Right? We have our flow medium, which in this case is FLOETROL. The FLOETROL is going to mix with your paint, help it to flow more smoothly, help it to run over the canvas and blend with the other colors. And this case, the FLOETROL is white looking until it dries. It will dry clear and it will dry matte, so it will not be shiny when it dries, which is a good thing to keep in mind when you're working on your geodes. This is the fun part. We've got some glitter. So right here, I have some black glitter and some white glitter. I love using these for the black and white geodes. There's a solid black glitter that adds a lot of texture, and the white one is a snow glitter, and I really like to use this one for adding final details, a final touch, just a sprinkle of snow on the top to give it some extra sparkle. Next up, more glitter, but it's my favorite glitter. So this one, it's the same type of glitter. It's still a fine glitter, but it's a holographic glitter. So you're going to be able to see how this looks. It's very pretty, very shiny, and I like it a lot, so we're going to use it. We also have some rocks. We're going to add some rocks to our geodes. In this case, I've got some crushed glass as an example, and I've got a finer crushed glass, this white or clear, and then I've got a large chunk crushed glass, which is this metallic mirror black crushed glass. Both of these we'll use. If you want to go a step up on the rocks, you can add something a little bit better. We've got some black tourmaline here, which I just love this stuff. And I use it in a lot of my geodes. Very pretty, very solid black. And then I've got this Swarovski crystal. These are tumbled crystals that I just love using, especially with the black tourmaline. Okay. We are going to have a couple of containers. We have DIXIE cups. Everything is going to go in these, and this is part of our system to keep track of what order to put our products onto our canvas. So the DIXIE cups are pretty important. And then we also have some large plastic cups, and these are just to mix our large items like the white paint. You're going to use more white paint than anything, so these are going to come in pretty handy. We're going to be using some mixing sticks. So we have some wooden popsicle sticks. We have the small popsicle sticks and the large popsicle sticks. These small popsicle sticks you can get in a box of 1,000 of them. And the big popsicle sticks you can get anywhere. All right, once we get the paint onto the canvas, then we're going to need to blend it and flow it. The tool we're going to be using for that is going to be our palette knife. The palette knife is going to be a way to blend our paint, and with this little jagged edge, we're going to be able to mix our paint without getting our knuckles in it. Very important. Last but not least, a little bit of water. In case your mix is a little too thick and you want to have everything the same consistency, you can thin a few of them out by adding a few drops of water. Now the most important of all of your tools, the ever-necessary drip tray. This is an ordinary aluminum tray that you can get anywhere. This one is obviously well used and is going to catch the majority of our mess that falls off of our canvas. This is a 10 by 20 canvas, fits very nicely onto the drip tray, and this is where the magic happens. Okay, so I'll give you a minute to get your supplies together and meet you in the next video.